If you could, for the speech tonight, if everyone could, please keep their hands above the table. And I know it's date night from some of you, but no inappropriate touching. That includes you, Lauren Boebert. No vaping either.
Even fellow Republicans are making fun of Lauren Boebert. This happened on Wednesday at the Washington Press Club Foundation's annual congressional dinner. Now, the woman speaking was Representative Lisa McClain, a Republican from Michigan, who shows that she has a sense of humor. I love it. Now, this was a direct reference to Boebert's Beetlejuice groping scandal, which are, that is a sentence that I never thought that I would ever utter in my life. I mean, that naturally, that does not belong together. Beetlejuice groping scandal, but there it is. This is the world that we live in. Now, she also denied it, by the way, when until video came out of her getting escorted out of the theater, her vaping, and doing some inappropriate touching. She then apologized and blamed it on her divorce. Ah, yes. To me, that never really made any sense. Oh, no, I was going through a hard time because, going through a divorce. Okay, look, I get that. But that doesn't make you a deeply rude person. She was loud. She was taking pictures. She was vaping around a pregnant woman, even though she was asked not to. Again, groping her date in a very supposedly family-friendly atmosphere, but not around her. When she was asked to stop, she refused. And then when she was being escorted out, she pulled the whole, "Do you know who I am?" Yeah, it sounds like, not the product of having a hard time. Having a hard time, sitting home, listening to some sad songs, drinking some boxed wine, having some ice cream, some things like that. This was not a hard time. She was trying to, well, I suppose you could say there was a little bit of a hard time involved.
Sexual anarchy.
But that is not the place for it. All right? That said, the event in question does feature a little bit of ribbing between politicians. But I am actually kind of surprised they brought this one up. All right? I mean, it's one thing when Lauren Boebert brings it up because she's the one who did it. She, for example, did that in a January address. She kind of joked about it herself. Many of you know who I am. I don't have to ask like the ushers at the Buell Theater. Okay, got to give her credit for that. But McClain's joke, a little bit better, in my opinion. Now, at the risk of reading into this too much, I'm totally going to read into it too much. All right? You know how much I love Republican on Republican crime. It makes my day. And I cannot help think that the fact that her Republican colleague is openly joking about this is illustrative of how they might actually feel about her. That she's a joke. That they really don't like her. And I think you got to go beyond just the obvious example of Marjorie Taylor Greene, who openly despises her, and we all know this, and the spats that they had with each other, all that. No, I think the Republican Party, certain members at least, smell blood in the water. I mean, she's running a primary right now to determine whether or not she's actually going to be the nominee for the 4th District to replace Ken Buck. So she's new to that district because she ran away. She knew she wasn't going to win. She's going to lose her seat in the 3rd District. And so even that, though, carpetbagging for her has not been going well. She placed 5th place in the most recent straw poll among Republican candidates. So I think that until the primary is over, and perhaps even after, it's open season on Lauren Boebert, even among Republicans who can be very vicious against each other when they want to be. And so here's McClain taking the first of hopefully many more entertaining shots to come.